You know, when I'm out there and living in the house, racing. Something they do, and the cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving. Oh, I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it is round number 5 of the JSI Racing League. Tonight we come to the virtual dirt track at Charlotte in North Carolina for the first of 2 races on the program here tonight. Of course, the speed cars or the midgets are up now. And following this, about 15-20 minutes, about half hour we'll go with, after the feature race and the interviews have concluded, the big block modifieds, they'll go up, and then we'll have the big block modifieds turning up and putting on a show here tonight. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler here with you for the call as we get set for round number 5. Right now we are in qualifying. So we take a look at the fastest qualifier, Joel Berkeley with a 16.860. Todd Atkins with a 16.863 and 16.879 belongs to Josh Walton. Everybody else 17 seconds or slower. Max Bevan 17.000. Aaron Hodgson 17.056. And I believe we are just looking at just another car or two on the speedway. There is Bailey Barnacote in the number 917 machine. We'll see what he can do around the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Matthew Hurd, 17.116. 17.116 is Bailey Barnacote. We'll look for his first lap time. It's not going to be no time on lap number 1. Lap number 2, this shall be, and he'll run the inside of the racetrack in the Sweet Signs. In the Sweet Sim Sports number 917, he'll go to position at number 20 with a 17.317. A 17.317. And Bailey, there's a tyre there, champion. So that will end his qualifying efforts. So Joel Berkeley, the man that stays in position number 1 for qualifying. 39 cars signed into the pit area. And we are looking at under a second difference between our 39 qualifiers. So again, welcome to JSI Racing. Yeah, big welcome to everybody here from UltimateDirtTV, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. As there goes the qualifying session. It is wrapped up. It is done. We'll go to your official results. Joel Berkeley gets the quick time honours for Slick Sim Sports with a 16.860. Todd Atkins goes second quick. Josh Walton, Max Bevan and Aaron Hodgson round out the top 5. Aaron Hatton, Murray Howe, Caleb Mills, Jacob Croker and Rowan Jones round out your top 10. 4 heat races on the program. We'll take the top 4 to your main event. It'll be 35 laps in distance. Everybody else will go to dual B mains. As heat race number 1 for Slick Sim Sports, driving the number 9 machine, it's Joel Berkeley. Will start from position number 1. Aaron Hodgson for FYB Sim Racing, he'll start on the outside at a position at number 2. Row number 2, inside out of position number 3 with Jacob Croak on his outside. Graham Smith in the FYB Sim Racing number 24 machine from position at number 4. Position number 5 will be Iridium Sim Sports 79 entry of Daniel Boyd. He'll start position 5. And we'll go back to Kobe Wright. Not sure why that didn't change, but that's Kobe Wright out of position number 6. Mark Scott lines up out of position number 7. Clayton Davies for Ace Esports in the 50 will start position number 8. Position number 9, it's going to be Riley Simpson. And Corey Borden lines up from position number 10. Let's see if that has changed that now. There it goes. So there we go. Heat race number 1 on the docket here from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte in Charlotte, North Carolina. Green flag set to fly. Green flag will start the race as we are green in the first of 4 heat races on the program. And no, it's the first time we've seen the JSI Racing with the midget updates, and they'll go 4 wide down the back straight. Look out. There goes Aaron Hodgson, who gets shuffled out. Look at the golden tyre exhaust. Center number 15 machine of Jacob Croker. Double slide job there on Croker from Smith and Boyd. 2, 3, 4 right now on screen with there's your race leader, Joel Berkeley. It's Berkeley still leading from Smith. Croker now moves up to position number 3. Then you go back to Daniel Boyd in 4th. Kobe Wright just on the outside looking in. Here comes a move from Daniel Boyd. Jacob Croker works back to the inside. The 078 of Kobe Wright. Trying to work into the top 4. Trying to work directly into the feature event. Mark Scott. There goes Daniel Boyd. He drifts up the racetrack. He'll move outside of a transfer spot. He'll have a pole position in tonight's B main if he finishes in position number 5. Good morning, Ken. Hope you're doing well right now. Here comes Boyd back to the outside, all over the back of Jacob Croker down into turn number 1 and 2. 4 laps in, 4 laps remaining in heat race number 1 for JSI Racing. Right. Nearly contact with the left rear there of Jacob Croker. Meanwhile, Berkeley and Smith have just moved away from the rest of the field as Berkeley continues to lead by 6/10 of a second. You're watching the battle for 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Everybody trying to hug the inside line. Daniel Boyd takes back position 4, now trying to come up to position number 3. He'll work to the inside slide job on Jacob Croker. Croker back with a crossover out of turn number 2. Now Boyd, where does he go? Gives him a little nudge in the rear nerf bar. And with the white flag out, 1 lap left to run. In heat race number 1, Joel Berkeley continues to lead the way. Down the back straightaway. Clean set of heels so far for your quick qualifier. He is going to win heat number 1. He will start from position number 1. Oh, we got Daniel Boyd upside down on the exit of turn number 4 and a tough break for Daniel Boyd. So that will conclude heat race number 1. And a tough break there for Daniel Boyd, who had just found himself, well, sitting in a transfer position. We'll have to wait for the official timing and scoring to find out who is directly going to the show. Heat number 1 results up on your screen. Joel Berkeley gets the win from Graham Smith. In 2nd, Jacob Croker 3rd. And Kobe Wright, he'll take the 4th and final transfer spot away. Everybody else from 5th all the way through to position number 10. They'll find themselves in one of 2 B mains on the program. Heat race number 2. Let's take a look at your locked on lads starting grid, and it'll be Todd Atkins to start from position number 1. Aaron Hatton will start on the outside of the front row from position number 2 for FYB Sim Racing. In the Jones Racing number 25 machine, Rowan Jones will start position number 3 for JSI Racing. It's Ash Hammond in the 4. He will start position at number 4. Position number 5. Platsy. Craig Platter will start the 8 from 5. Jason Burke in the 74 for JSI Racing will start position number 6. Sean Rosa will line up at a position at number 7. Gary Grant at a position number 8. Then we go back to Andrew Parks at a position number 9. And Chris Thornton lines up from position number 10. So we get a good look at the Ash Hammond Racing number 4 machine. Maybe it's got something special on the side of that car. I thought it did. Maybe it's a work in progress. We'll see how it's. We'll see when we will be able to see that newly painted midget as we get set for heat number 2. You see that Club 36 Cush Clothing number 36 machine of Todd Atkins on the front row. And Ash Hammond, well, he got a good jump on the, made a pass on the inside there of the 13. They'll go 4 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. And Ash Hammond, well, no doubt there'll be a black flag on that 4 machine. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Look out, there's some contact there. Jason Burke in the 74 machine. Oh, Platsy. How's he going to do here tonight with the Nearly Midget update? We'll see what happens as Todd Atkins, your race leader. Platter runs in second spot. Then you go back and take a look at Rowan Jones working out in the inside. He'll take position number 3 away from Aaron Hatton. Meanwhile, Platter trying to work to the inside there on your race leader of Todd Atkins. But Atkins just finds a bit more speed down the back straightaway. Look out your top 4. You can throw a blanket over. Then outside the top 4, Ash Hammond and Gary Grant. They start to move up half a lane at the moment. Jones all over the back of Platter. Down into 3, and here comes the 13 of Aaron Hatton now trying to make a run up on the inside. As he finds himself now, there goes Todd Atkins. He'll drift right up on the top side into turn number 1, trying the diamond line, or the cut down line out of turn number 2. And it might just be working for him at the moment. Meanwhile, Rowan Jones puts a slide job there on the exit of turn number 4. And now here goes the 01 of Rowan Jones. He's figured, well, if your race leader's gone up there, I might as well have a good Captain Cook and go and see what's upstairs. 2 to run for your race leader, Todd Atkins in that 36 machine. Platter runs in second, then you go back to Hatton in third in that number 13 machine. And fourth is Rowan Jones driving the 01 machine. Coming to the white flag this time by your race leader, Todd Atkins, 1 to run. Again, he'll go to the cushion in turn 1. Right down to the bottom on the exit of turn 2 and down the back straightaway for your final time. Heat race number 2. He'll hug the inside line. He will get the checkers in heat number 2. Second will go to Platter. Hatton home in third. Rowan Jones in fourth. And unofficially, those 4 drivers will transfer into your main event, and we'll see those drivers later on. Heat number 2 results coming on your screen right now. Yeah, Jared, he's certainly got the hot dog in right now. Atkins, Platter, Hatton, and Jones, your top 4. Grant, then you go to Thornton, Hammond, Parks, Rosa, and Burke. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going to B main number 1 and B main number 2. Heat number 2, the back half of your heat races, starting from position number 1 for Momentum Sim Sports. It's the 81, the Speed Shop 51 entry of Joshua Walton. The outside of the front row of FYB Sim Racing, it's the 10 of Murray Howell. Position number 3 will be Aston Rodriguez, lining up from position number 4. It's the 5 for JSI Racing. It's Hollywood, Jason Crawford. Luke Johnson in the JSI Racing 76 will start from position number 5, and the Blackburn Motorsports 22 of Shannon Blackburn will start position number 6. Justin Wright in the 78 for JSI Racing will start position number 7. Craig Sheeran driving the 72 for Tanked SRT will line up out of position number 8. And position number 9, Peter Pollard in the 11 will start 9, and Luke Young will line up from position number 10. So this is the back half of your heat races. And again, with the update that the Midgets have received over the past 3 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks, I believe we are in for one hell of a feature event later on this evening. Green flag is out. Walton will lead from Aston Rodriguez, and Rodriguez got a good start as he'll now look for the race limit, unable to make the pass. Now good battle on for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now. The Tanked SRT 72 of Craig Sheeran finds himself in position number 6. He's going to get by the 2 cars in front. The 78 for JSI Racing. That's Justin Wright on screen. Then just in front of Justin Wright is the man that holds the final virtual ticket to the main event of Murray Howell. Good battle going up front between Josh Walton and Aston Rodriguez now. Just we've seen this sort of line in heat number 2 with your race leader. They started up top down into turns 1 And have a look at Rodriguez. He's trying to cut it down low, but he comes mid-track on the exit of turn 2. Meanwhile, Walton, he stayed upstairs right now. Here is Craig Sherm, going to move into position at number 4 right now. Right in the 78 for JSI Racing. Just finds himself a little high, wide and handsome. And look out, because here comes Crawford now. Crawford works the inside of the racetrack down through 3 and 4. And Crawford now moves himself into position number 5 and trying to come after Craig Sherm. Bit of contact there. And Murray Howe goes 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. He goes from 7th all the way to position number 4. It's still Joshua Walton continuing to lead the way. The top 3 have driven away from the rest of the field. It's Walton, Rodriguez and Johnson. Johnson you see in that number 76 machine. White flag is out, 1 to run for your race leader, Joshua Walton, the speedshop51.com Momentum Sim Sports entry. Final time through turn number 3 and 4, and the checkers are out. Walton victorious in heat number 3. Second will go to Rodriguez. Johnson in third, and Murray Howe in position number 4. Let's take a look at your official results for heat race number 3. Walton gets the win ahead of Rodriguez, home in second. Johnson third. Murray Howe in position number 4. Right in 5th, Blackburn 6th. Sheeran 7th. Crawford 8th. Young 9th. And Pollard in position number 10. Heat number 4, your 4th and final heat of the night. Max Bevan for JSI Racing, the 68 machine, will start from position number 1. Caleb Mills driving the 010 will start position number 2. Matthew Hurd driving the 71 will start from position number 3. Jacob Burke will start position at number 6. Position number 5 is going to be Bailey Barnacote. Karen Redpath in caliber 2 will start position number 6. Jason Varacali will line up at a position number 7. Braden McCormack from position number 8. And Connor Moreau lines up from position number 9. Those are your 9 drivers in heat race number 4. So I wonder who your picks are for this one. So you see the 71 of Hurd just giving a little nudge to the 68 there of Max Bevan there. Right in the center of 1 and 2. We are green in the 4th and final heat race of the night. And here comes the 71 of Hurd. In the Grey Tradie Services, number 71, 3 wide for the race lead. Bevan holds on to lead lap number 1. Look at Caleb Mills working the top side of the racetrack. Cuts it down to about mid-track. Meanwhile, Matthew Hurd, your race leader, down into turn number 3. Bevan tries to tuck that 68 behind the 71 machine as they work their way, completing lap number 2 of 8. Bevan on the inside of Hurd. Hurd's got the run. He's got the advantage. He will close the door. Meanwhile, look at Jacob Burke, one of the Kiwis we've got in the field here tonight, has moved his way to position at number 3. As he gets by Caleb Mills. Now Mills turns it back underneath him as Jacob Burke and the JBB Sim Sports number 6 machine. Trying to find a way behind, or trying a way to get behind and get by the 10 of Caleb Mills. Me speaking of behind is the 68 of Max Bevan. Bevan sits in position at number 2. 5 in the books, 3 remaining here in your 4th and final heat race here of the JSI Racing Midget Series of the Speed Cars. Anything is still possible here in these closing laps of your fourth and final heat race of the night before we'll move into the 2B mains. It's still Matthew Hurd in that 71 machine leading Max Bevan in second. Here comes Jacob Burke closing in on Bevan, but I think it's going to be too little, too late right now for Jacob Burke to get anything better than a third place run unless a mistake happens here from Hurd or Bevan as the white flag is out, 1 to run. Final 2 left-hand turns and it will be Matthew Hurd to get the win. In heat race number 4, Max Bevan home in second, Jacob Burke third, and Caleb Mills going to get your fourth and final transfer position. So heat 4 results before we move into the first of 2B mains. It's going to be Hurd, Bevan, Burke and Mills, the top 4, Varicali, Barnacote, McCormack, Moreau and Redpath, your 9 drivers. Let's take a look right now at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. For B main number 1, it'll be 10 laps in distance. And the top 4 will go through to make up what this will be the inside row. And B main number 2 will make up the outside row. Mark Scott and Justin Wright from position number 1 and number 2. Position number 3 and 4, it's going to be Aaron Hodgson. He'll line up alongside Shannon Blackburn. Positions 5 and 6 in row number 3, it's going to be Riley Simpson and Craig Sheeran. Clayton Davies will start alongside Jason Crawford out of positions number 7 and 8. Then we go back to Daniel Boyd and Luke Young out of 9 and 10. And your final row, Corey Borden alongside Peter Pollard out of position number 11 and 12. We get set for the cars to make their way behind the iRacing.com pace truck, and we are going to get them lined up, racked up, stacked up, and they'll be ready to light up the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. All right, ready for the start of B main number 1. Mark Scott in the 04. Justin Wright, the 78, on the outside of the front row. 10 laps on the board. Aaron Hodgson and Corey Borden did not make the call, so 10 cars. Only 4 going to transfer. We're already 2 and 3 wide down the back straight away. On lap number 1, look out, there goes the 22 machine. 1 car upside down, it's the 67 of Luke Young. Clayton Davies, meanwhile, moving up to position at number 3. He's just doing it by hugging the inside line. Battle is on between Wright, Boyd and Sheeran. It's the battle of the 70s right now. The 78, 79 and 72. And now in comes Shannon Blackburn in that number 22 machine. 3 wide we go. Blackburn on the inside. Sheeran now outside. Back in position number 8. And what a battle. There's some contact. Boyd right front to left rear there on Riley Simpson. Meanwhile, Clayton Davies will go to the outside. Davies working the middle of the racetrack. 3 wide down the back straight, and now 2 wide as they head off down into turn number 1 and 2. Riley Simpson, the 65, in position number 3. Then Daniel Boyd in that Iridium Sim Sports number 79 machine in that bubble position. Meanwhile, Blackburn gets tight. Here comes Crawford on the inside now down into turn number 3 and 4, trying to take away position 5. Boyd's got to be careful, doesn't need to do anything silly, but he wants to complete the pass. We are halfway home. Slide job attempt there from Boyd. He caught the grass And Jim's Mowing would be proud of that one. Wow, there we go. New race leader Clayton Davies takes the lead away from Mark Scott. There goes Boyd's slide jumper. Now look at Riley Simpson turning it back underneath in the Jenna Construction. Number 65 machine. Boyd will shut the door. So that's an insurance position right now for Daniel Boyd. Simpson in the bubble position right now. Blackburn right, going out of positions number 5 and 6. Blackburn gets the inside ties. They do not move, and he will go upside down. And now Justin Wright has got an opportunity, but it's only going to be 2 laps worth of opportunities right now for the 78 for JSI Racing. Can he transfer it to the big dance? Or will he be transferring it to the trailer and getting the big block modified ready? And he'll be able to watch the A-Main live across Facebook and YouTube Live, free to watch right now. White flag is out for Clayton Davies, who is down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. A dominant display after starting position at number 7. Clayton Davies will win your first last chance qualifier. Second will go to Mark Scott. Third will be Daniel Boyd, and Riley Simpson will grab position at number 4. And he will start position at number 23 in tonight's main event. Let's take a look at B-Main number 1 results on your screen. Clayton Davies, Mark Scott, Daniel Boyd, and Riley Simpson. Ching going to the big dance. Unfortunately, Justin Wright, Peter Pollard, Jason Crawford, Luke Young, Shannon Blackburn, and Craig Sherm, the drivers that finished 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well, if they wanted to, if they brought the big block modifieds, it's time to let them up, let them out of the trailer or the hauler, and start fine-tuning their race cars. We'll see them in probably a little over about an hour's time. Aaron Hodgson, Corey Borden, who of course did not make the call. As we get set for B-Main number 2, Gary Grant will start from position number 1. Jason Varacali will start from position number 2. Chris Thornton will line up out of position number 3. And Bailey Barnacote will start from position number 4. Position number 5, it'll be Ash Hammond, and Braden McCormack will start position number 6. Andrew Parks will line up from position number 7. Connor Moreau lines up from position number 8. Sean Rose out of position number 9. Kyron Redpath out of position number 10. And Berkey, Jason Burke, will start from position number 11. And it is confirmed that all 11 drivers made the call behind the iRacing.com pace track here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte here on iRacing.com. Big thank you to, of course, iRacing. Big thank you to, of course, JSI Racing, all their wonderful sponsors, week in and week out, season in, season out, season. I think this is our second season that we've covered for JSI Racing. We're so glad to bring you all the action to you live on UltimateDirtTV as the green flag comes out, and it was Varacali, who I thought may have pulled the trigger early, and there goes Bailey Barnacote in the 17, going to swoop to the race lead, and now here comes Braden McCormack in the 16 machine. 3 wide is for positions 2, 3, and 4 in McCormack. He's upstairs right now, just letting the reader look at the 7 of Gary Grant in the Spike Chassis number 7 machine. Varacali in the 86 holds on to position 4, but not for long, because there goes Kyron Redpath. He sneaks up on the inside in that number 2 machine. Now we've got a 3-way dance for the race lead. Grant, McCormack, and Bailey Barnacote. Barnacote, he slipped back to position number 3, but look at Braden McCormack. He is up to the race lead from position number 6. How about Kyron Redpath? From position 10 up, from 10th up to position number 4. But the battle right now you are seeing here on your screens, McCormack in the 16. The 7 belongs to Grant. Grant works the inside of the racetrack. He'll stay glued to the bottom side. Look at the 17 of Bailey Barnacote winding that thing up and trying to get back into position 2, and then maybe at the race lead. 3, 1, 2 and 3, they all run different lines. There's a top, there's a bottom, and there is a middle, and Bailey Barnacote swoops to the outside, and 2 for the price of 1 from the matter of turn 2 all the way into turn number 3, and Bailey Barnacote takes back the race lead, but for how long? Because here comes Grant. Give the lead to Bailey Barnacote at the start-finish line, and Barnacote now, he's got that thing ripping right up on the cushion. Kyron Redpath in the number 2 mission. How about Ash Hammond in the 4? He's moved his way to position 4 right now. Been a breathing room, but here comes Kyron Redpath following Bailey Barnacote on the top side of the speedway. 2 and a bit to run as they make their way down into turn number 3 and 4, and the virtual popsicle sticks will be out for Bailey Barnacote, Gary Grant, Kyron Redpath, and Ash Hammond. Here comes Hammond, closing in on positions 2 and 3 through turn number 1 and 2. Redpath moves to second, Grant back to position number 3. Grant continues to go back to the inside of the race. There's a slide to attempt there by Burke on Varacali. White flag is out, 1 to run for your race leader. Boy, oh boy, B-Main number 2 has had it all. Bailey Barnacote, you see him flash into screen. He's going to flash out of screen just as quick, and Bailey Barnacote will win. B-Main number 2. Kyron Redpath home in second. Third will go to Gary Grant unofficially, and Ash Hammond home in position number 4. And that is your 4 heat and 2 B-Mains. And now we have our 24 starters. Barnacote, Redpath, Grant and Hammond. Your top 4 that will go on. Burke, Varacali, Rosa, Parks, McCormack, Thornton and Moreau. All going to get the big block modifieds out, or they might even just call it a night. 24 starters, 35 laps. Let's go from the back to the front. Position number 24, it's Ash Hammond. Position number 23, it's Riley Simpson. Position number 22, we'll see Gary Grant. Position number 21, that's Daniel Boyd. Position number 20, it's Kyron Redpath. And position number 19, it's Mark Scott. Position number 18, B-Main number 2 winner Bailey Barnacote. Position number 17, B-Main number 1 winner of Clayton Davies. We go to the drivers that transferred from the heats. These next 4 drivers finished 4th in the 4 heats. That is going to be Caleb Mills out of position at number 16. Position number 15, it'll be Murray Howe. Position number 14, it's Rowan Jones and Kobe Wright out of position at number 13. Jacob Burke lines up out of position number 12, and Luke Johnson out of position number 11. Your top 10 will look like this. Aaron Hatton will start position number 10, and Jacob Croker out of position at number 9. Position number 8, it's Max Bevan. Position number 7 of Aston Rodriguez. Position at number 6, Craig Plater, and position number 5, it's Graham Smith. And your front 2 rows consist of your 4 heat race winners. Position at number 4, it's Matthew Hurd. Position number 3, it's Joshua Walton. Position number 2, Todd Atkins. And position at number 1, it is Joel Berkeley. "35 laps to distance, a maximum of 3 caution flags. Who will take out round number 5 of the JSI Racing Midget Series? Jacob Croker, Clayton Davies, 2 drivers who did not make the call for the feature event, and that's such a shame. It's time. We go live for 35 here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And we are green down into turn number 1 and 2 and give the advantage to Joel Berkeley. But here comes Atkins. Atkins going upstairs, slide job coming out. Oh, look out, Walter with a slide job. And coming down the racetrack was Todd Atkins, and now give Graham Smith and Matthew Hurd a position of 2 and 3. Now here comes the 30 machine of Aston Rodriguez. 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Look out. Atkins getting into the rear net by maybe the left rear of Walton. Unsettled the number 81 machine. Here comes Atkins right through the guts in turn number 1 and 2. Bevan gives a little shot to the 81 of Joshua Walton. Walton now trying to fire a shot back up on the inside. Meanwhile, Matthew Hurt, Aston Rodriguez, they go 2 by 2. Atkins and Walton behind them as now Walton trying to put the move there on Max Penn, but look at Atkins. He now comes back through the middle of the racetrack. He's going to split Rodriguez and Hurd. And here goes the slide job there from Atkins. Hurd turns it back underneath him now. Hurd with a slide job. No, that's going to be Aston Rodriguez with a slide job. Hurd stabbed the brakes. He kept it on the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, it is busy going right now inside the opening 5 laps. 5 down, 30 to run. Berkeley leads Graham Smith, but Smith with the move here on Berkeley. Now this is for the race lead in that FYB Sim Racing for BSL Racing. It's the 24 of Smith. He drifts up. Berkeley turns it back underneath him. The current national champion for the production sedans in real life is getting it done. He knows how to get it done on the iRacing.com service. And he takes back control of the race lead. He'll work the bottom side through turn number 3 and 4. Atkins going right upstairs, right up and trying to put the right rear. Trying to make some love to the concrete. Keeping that car nice and straight through turn number 1 and 2. We go back and look at the drivers in your top 2 positions. Berkeley, there was a little mistake there into turns 3 and 4. That certainly opened up the door here for Graham Smith. Now Smith works back to the bottom of the racetrack. Where's Berkeley gone? Oh no, what's happened to Joel Berkeley? Berkeley may have just cooked it. Oh, first yellow of the night. And I believe it comes courtesy of 1JB for Slick Sim Sports for Joel Berkeley. You take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Ouch. Well, that was spectacular in its own way. Very lucky to get that car back on all fours. We'll take a look once again, and well, what better way than to get a right front shot here. So there's some contact with the wall there, and it just never ever sort of got away from it. And unfortunately, Berkeley, well, he sees a bit of sky, he sees some dirt, he sees a lot more sky, he sees a catch fence, he sees a concrete wall, he sees some sparkler and snakes, and there goes Todd Atkins with a little nudge through. And there's Walton, who was actually putting a slide job there for a position. Actually somewhat helped Berkeley there to get him back up onto all 4 wheels. So as the lights go out on the iRacing.com page truck, the field ready for a restart. Graham Smith, your race leader. He will lead us off turn number 4, and it's going to be that inside line. They've got an absolute blind over a restart. Walton all over the cushion. A big slide over there by Rodriguez, unheard. Bevan now trying for a top 3, but here comes Walton to position number 2, but it's only for a split second because Hurd now trying to fight back on the inside. Look out! Oh no, there goes the 71 of Matthew Hurd. We might be going yellow. There it is. Wowee. So Matthew Hurd involved in a big one. Tough break. And well, Platzi had some unfortunate stuff here, and we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on the number 8. There's a slide job from Mills. Ouch. Wonder if Craig knows that car low. Someone say KFC. Good chat, good chat. So just waiting for the official timing and scoring to work itself out. Smith, your race leader, from Rodriguez in second, Walton third. How about Bevan in fourth? And what about Bailey Barnacote from 18th to position at number 5? Gary Grant as well inside the top 10. He started 22nd in this field. So again, the lights go out on the pace truck. Our second caution of the night will have a maximum of 3 yellows, unless we get one inside the final 5 laps to where it's going to be where it'll take out the lead cars, as then the race control will throw a caution if deemed necessary, but until then it'll just be sticking with 3 yellows. Max Bevan in the 68. What a good run, what a good result so far for that man, who if we can just find to keep those virtual mechanical issues under wraps, and if we can just continue to stay on the racetrack without showing the you-know-what. Mills now in the 10 machine, up to position 4, and I get the feeling that Caleb Mills is not done just yet. Bevan, Walton, Rodriguez, look out, and Caleb Mills positions 2, 3, 4 and 5 right now. It's some slide jobs galore here at Charlotte, and I'm going to say, man, I'll tell you what, right now it is all happening. These midget cars, talking to some people, Berkeley's made his way. Oh no, Bevan upside down in a big way, and that could be our third caution of the night. That will indeed be our third caution of the evening. And poor old MB. It's not my bad, it's Max Bevan. You take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. There's a slide job by Mills. He just caught the back of him. Berkeley done well to save it. Yeah, one of those FYB sim cars as well. Just have some contact. I think it might have been either Aaron Hatton or Murray Howe. They've done a nice job to keep that car on all fours. So that should be the final caution of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, for the midgets or the speed cars. We are going to run it out until the end, and with what will be 10 laps left to run. Who will take out round number 5, the JSI Racing Speed Car Championship, or the midgets? Smith, Walton, Mills, Rodriguez and Redpath. This update has seemed to do wonders for the midgets. We are back to green with 10 laps left to run. We are a last chance qualifier away from finding out who will take the twin checkers. Walton all over the back of Smith down the back straightaway. Look at Caleb Mills from position number 16, challenging for the race lead. Speaking of the race lead, Josh Walton has the race lead down into turn number 1. But here comes the 10 of Caleb Mills. Smith going to slip out of first and second. He'll slip back to position number 3. Meanwhile, Berkeley and Rodriguez, they trade sliders in turns 3 and 4. They'll trade some more sliders in turns 1 and 2. Here he comes. It's hard not to talk about the run from Caleb Mills on the top side. Can he find a way to the race lead, and can he find a way to the twin checkers? We'll find out in 8, make that 7 short laps. Oh, Mills, look out. He saved it. He was bicycling up on 2 wheels, and he was 2 wheeling and dealing through turns 3 and 4. It'll cost him second place to Graham Smith. Now Smith runs the bottom of the racetrack down through turn number 1 and 2. What can Mills do? Can Josh Walton continue the good run of form in the Momentum Sim Sports SpeedShop51.com entry? Walton stays low, as does Smith. There is Mills. Where's Berkeley running? Berkeley's running bottom 1 and 2, top 3 and 4. In fact, Berkeley might be trying some different lines here. He needs to find a way to catch up to your top 3 with 4 to run. Smith closes in on Walton now. 0.3 of a second is the gap between first and second, and Josh Walton has the number 1 spot at the moment. 0.8 of a second back to Caleb Mills in position number 3, and Berkeley looks to close the gap. Oh man, Smith, he really cuts the inside grass, cuts it close to making contact there with Walton. And the popsicle sticks are out, 2 to run for Walton. Here comes Smith. Smith with an opportunity. He needs to find a way up on the inside now. Back straight away, a lap and a half to run. Smith and Walton, look out. Smith on 2 wheels. He checked up a bit. Here comes Mills. Can Mills take a run? No. Smith and Walton side by side at the line down into turn number 1 and 2. Walton fights back up on the inside. What a drag race down the back straightaway. Oh boy, Smith and Walton, they fight it out down into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. It's a drag race and Graham Smith will win. Oh boy, what a way to open up the midgets here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Graham Smith, your winner from Josh Walton, and Caleb Mills in 3rd. What a finish, and what a last 5 laps it was. Smith, Walton, and Mills your top 3. Berkeley from the back to position 4. Rodriguez home in 5th. Barnacote, Hatton, Johnson, Kobe Wright, and Murray Howe your top 10. Then we go back and take a look at Scott, Grant, Redpath, Croker, Hammond your top 15. Hurd, Jones, Plater, Bevan, Burke your top 20. Boyd, Atkins, and of course Simpson 23rd, and Clayton Davies, who unfortunately did not make the call. Well, certainly in for a treat here. We're going to talk to your top 3. And tell you what, we're going to do it from position number 3 first. He started position at number 16, comes home in 3rd spot. That's Caleb Mills. Caleb, man, a heck of a run for you. Talk about that one. You start 16th, and did you think that you were going to get up to 3rd?
No, I didn't. I was kind of searching early on, and I seen the guys up front were running the top, and went up there. It was pretty quick, so yeah, just working my way forward, and didn't expect to get to 3rd at all.
I've seen over social media in the past sort of two and a half weeks or 3 weeks since we've had the update to the speed cars. What have you made of the update, and do you think it's helped? Do you think they're taking a step in the right direction?
Yeah, definitely racing wise. It's not so much setup related, but it's definitely more driver. So they should tweak it a little bit. But yes, it's definitely a right step.
Well, coming into tonight, starting 16th, where did you think that you were going to end up? Where was Caleb Mills going to be happy with?
Just the top 10, and top 5 would have been, really good. But yeah, to get on the podiums, pretty cool from 16th.
Talk us through your vantage point over the last sort of 5 laps, watching Graham and Josh battle it out, and giving yourself an opportunity, because as they battled out, obviously took time away from them and allowed you to catch up to them. Talk us through those last sort of 5 laps from the cockpit of you.
Yeah, it was treacherous up on the top, trying to stay off the wall, and I knew they were close to crashing a few times, and I gained on them a little bit, but I knew I had to stay up top. If I went to the bottom, I probably wouldn't have been as good. So, yeah, just had to stay up top, and I kept my eyes on them and hit my marks. And yeah, to come home third's pretty cool.
You know, Bunny, well, we know you've got a couple of sponsors on this race car that help you out, and obviously any shout-outs as well that you want to give.
Yeah, obviously Mills Motorsport Team, all the sponsors, Dutton Garage, Redlined, Pierce Performance, and John Bassard from Bassard Racing over in the States. For him, he helps me out a lot. So yeah, thanks to you, First Dream, and all the JSI guys.
There we go. Caleb Mills home in position number 3. We'll move up one position. We'll chat to the driver that comes home second spot here tonight. Maybe one that ended up getting away from him. But Josh Walton, congratulations, buddy, on second place. And well, we're going to skip straight to this last sort of 5 to 8 laps. You had the lead, and then all of a sudden he closes in, and it just looked like some very, very tough racing there at the end.
Yeah, cheers, Brett. It was definitely close, good racing at the end there. No one gave anyone any room, and we sort of just raced it out towards the end there, and both finished, which was good, and bit of rubbing, and yeah, it was good. I'm happy with the second after that. Yeah.
With the update, do you feel the track is not wearing out as quick? Because this is sort of the first midget race that I've seen after the new update. Does the track wear out slower now in the speed cars or the midgets?
I'd probably get in trouble if I gave you my honest opinion. But to put it simply, I think we'd probably have a better chance playing on a beach volleyball field, to be honest, mate. It doesn't get as slick, but it gets slicker in different spots, which is often tricky. But it does open up for a few more lines, and they've got a little bit of work to do with the forward drive in them. But once they do it, I'm sure they'll have it sorted out.
Well, coming into tonight, obviously taking a week off last week, you've shown in official racing and league races that you've really been up there. You've racked up a number of wins, number of podiums. Are you finding yourself more and more comfortable here in the midgets?
Yeah, definitely, mate. It's since I first started iRacing, I sort of started off in sprint cars, and then I just come to the midgets, and it seems to be where I'm most comfortable. Sort of venturing out a little bit more now with working with the setup shop and whatnot. But yeah, I think pretty comfortable in the midgets now to run anywhere really.
No, but look, we know you've got a good looking hot rod. A lot of good sponsors on this race car. Great team behind you, buddy. Now's those chances to thank those people that help make this happen.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, cheers. Just a big thanks to CT Designs for getting the new designs sorted out. Absolute ripper. All the boys at Momentum and Speed Shop 51. All your weekly setups and driver coaching. Racecraft simulations for jumping on board, cool chassis, everything dirt, Verdict Clothing, UltimateDirtTV as well for what they do, you for putting this on, and JSI for taking their time to run this every week.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Joshua Walton home in second spot, and I don't believe we have our race winner, so well done to Graham Smith, who gets the win, who's probably getting close to his bedtime over there. The old man needs to, of course, get up and go to work, but that will wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the first of 2 races, of course. Speed cars have just been completed. Of course, we'll have the big block modifieds up next. And again, you can catch all the action live right here on Facebook and YouTube as well. If you're watching on YouTube, go to facebook.com/YouTube. Or if you're watching on Facebook and you want to check out the YouTube feed, go to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Excuse me. Big thank you to, of course, the JSI Racing team and all their wonderful sponsors that help put this weekly events on. Not 1 but 2 races per night. And we certainly enjoy bringing you all the action for the speed cars. And again, we'll have the big block modifieds up next. Till next time, big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, powered by Miller Family Trucking, Spartan Transportation, SRT Australia, FEG PC, LockedOnLads.com, Heatwave Designs, and SpeedShop51.com. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back for the big block modifieds here in about 30 minutes' time.